so that he will get an indication as to which areas he will be questioned on. And there is a contemplation that former President Jacob Zuma will be returning to give evidence at some stage. Well, I wonder how the former president's supporters who are gathered in Johannesburg to support him, what they're making of this morning's developments. Govan Whittles is with them and joins me now. Good afternoon to you, Govan. Has the news filtered through? And if so, is it being seen as a bit of a victory for the former president?
Well, the news hasn't filtered through just yet. We're here in the Peter Ruas Park where the supporters of former President Jacob Zuma are preparing to listen to him, address them. And if I'll ask my camera person, Joel Matlala, to just show you exactly what's happening here. There's a sizable amount of people, much more than there was on Monday when the former president had first appeared at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry. And among them are members of COSAS. You'll see the scholars crossing the road there. They had marched here earlier. But of course, there are also members of the ANC Youth League from across the country. There are branches here from Mpumalanga, the Free State, as well as Gauteng, and of course KwaZulu-Natal. And you'll see there's a much bigger stage here as well, this time in preparation for Zuma's address. Also, of course, high-profile ANC leaders that are in the venue where the inquiry is happening to support Zuma. But let me interview one of the supporters now. I'm joined by Welani Ngubane from Pietermaritzburg in KwaZulu-Natal. Welani, you've made the trip from KZN to support the former president. Why?
The reason why I'm here today, in fact, I came on Monday. It's because I support Jacob Zuma, because Jacob Zuma was the one who was going to implement the radical economic transformation. When we speak about the radical economic transformation, we speak about bringing the economy to the right people.
What do you think of his appearance here at the Zondo Commission and his concerns about the manner in which the legal team of the Zondo Commission is conducting its questions?
Sorry?
What do you think of his appearance here at the Zondo Commission and his concerns about the Zondo Commission?
Okay. No, I think it is right. It is the right thing for Jacob Zuma to appear on the Zondo Commission because he's going to tell the truth about this all allegation that was moving.
Thank you so much. That's Welani Ngubane, an ANC member from Pietermaritzburg that's come from KwaZulu-Natal to support the former president. There seem to be a lot more posters here than on previous days as well. Some of them saying different provinces are here to support Msholozi, but also others saying that Trevor Manuel and Pravin Gordhan are anti-transformation, anti-radical transformation. And of course there is the big banner which says President Jacob Zuma, the radical economic transformation champion. So it seems as if today's gathering of Jacob Zuma's supporters and his speech here has been much better organized, and there seems to be more funding going into today's appearance. But the former president's arrival here is imminent, and we do understand that there will be a number of senior former ANC leaders that will be joining him on stage and possibly addressing the crowd just before the former president speaks.
Thank you very much, Govan Whittles. We expect the former president to make an address to his supporters. We will, of course, cross back when that happens. But let's now go to the State Capture Commission, and our anchor there, Xoli Mgambi, is joining us. Xoli, good afternoon. I am so curious to find out how the developments in the last 15 minutes at the Commission are being viewed. Is it being seen as something of a victory for Jacob Zuma and his legal team?